Peter Dubois.
And I'm Beth Jones. Today, Governor Mills signed a bipartisan bill to grant subpoena power to the independent commission investigating the Lewiston mass shooting.
They requested subpoena power in order to compel more documents and testimony, particularly from the U.S. Army. The commission claims the Army has not been cooperative with their investigation. Governor Mills thanked the legislature for working quickly to pass the bill. The commission has heard from multiple police departments and victims' family members. They will meet again on Thursday when they will hear from the Maine State Police about their response.
Meanwhile, a jury heard closing arguments today in the case of a Lincolnville man accused of murder. Matthew Pendleton is charged with murdering 47-year-old Kevin Currit. Both the prosecution and defense have presented their evidence and arguments, and the jury is scheduled to reconvene tomorrow for further deliberation.
Nearly 10,000 postcards supporting a ban of flavored tobacco sales were delivered to lawmakers today. The organization Flavors Hook Kids Maine gathered the postcards from registered voters who are supportive of LD 1215 and act to end the sale of flavored tobacco products. The Senate passed the bill during the last legislative session. It's likely to be taken up by the House in the coming months.
Today, we are bringing the voices of nearly 10,000 Mainers to the State House in the form of postcards to deliver to our elected officials.
Each one of these postcards represents one person, one voice, one story about how flavored tobacco products have affected an individual here in Maine. Picture, if you will, this hall of flags filled with 10,000 individuals rather than 10,000 postcards. Now picture a quarter of those people dying due to tobacco-related illness.
7 municipalities in Maine have already banned flavored tobacco sales, including Hollowell, which passed their respective ban just last night.
Well, legislative Republicans are speaking out after a recent report reveals how emergency housing relief funds were distributed. According to Republicans, a large portion of funds were allocated to help asylum seekers, and they say that money could have been better spent helping Maine citizens.
We found out a shocking number, $35 million, or 63% of that fund is being used to house migrants, prioritizing them over Mainers.
If you've come to this state, we want to educate your kids. We want to help you. But when you look at these numbers, it's appalling that Mainers are getting pushed to the rear of the line and the asylum seekers are at the front of the line.
When asked to provide a detailed plan on how they would address the situation, Republicans could not provide details, but instead pointed to the level of current spending as out of control.
A bill seeking to help small business owners affected by storm damage was the focus of a public hearing today. The bill's sponsor, Senator Craig Hickman, says he was contacted by small businesses in his district after the December wind and rainstorm that led to flooding on the Kennebec River and days without power. According to Senator Hickman, the business owners sustained financial hardship when they discovered flood insurance would only cover the physical structure of the building and not any of the items located inside the business.
And that for the future, it's there so that it can almost stand as the state's insurance for businesses that may need relief when these storms happen in the future. And while we await money coming in from other places, this can be here for us.
Senator Hickman adds that the fund should be set up to accept both private and public donations.
In other news tonight, a group of Mount Desert Island students at Hancock County Technical Center have been working on a project all year that they hope will preserve the organization they grew up with for future generations. Our Devin Dagnall has more.
Grace Horner, Josh Wedge, and Spencer Lorendo are MDI students who have all been working together on a project for the annual vocational school competition, Skills USA. The goal of their project is to raise money through community events for Acadian Youth Sports, a nonprofit that allows children in the greater Bar Harbor area to try their hand at football, basketball, baseball, softball, golf, and or cheering.
They don't have a lot of funding, a lot of the ability to buy all new equipment all the time. So we really want to help them out and get them get some new equipment for these kids.
The group hopes that with the funding provided by their project, AYS will be able to buy a slew of new equipment for at least one of the sports they offer. Each student is passionate about the project because all of them have been involved with AYS in the past and understand the impact it can have for young athletes.
I mean, it's really great because I went through AYS and I've also helped coach AYS, and then being able to do this and just give back to where we came from, because we didn't only learn how to play these sports and get into them, but we started loving them.
Although they say it would be nice to win at Skills in March, the group says all they really want is to make sure the next generation of athletes will be set up for success, like they were.
It'll probably be somewhere in the thousands, because equipment is pretty expensive nowadays. But I mean, whatever we get, and we'll give it to them, and they can use it however they want to use it.
To follow the project and to learn how you can donate, follow the link on our website. In Ellsworth, Devin Dagnall, ABC7 and Fox 22 News.
The University of Maine at Augusta expects demand for clinical lab techs to rise 5% by the year 2032. Compounding that issue is the fact that roughly 40% of the current workforce is also expected to retire by then. A state-of-the-art laboratory was built on UMA's campus with the goal of teaching the next generation, and our Doug Banks was in attendance for its grand opening.
It's already feeling like a home away from home for us.
A new chapter began inside Robinson Hall at the University of Maine at Augusta, with the formal unveiling of a new laboratory for the school's medical lab technology program.
It was designed with the needs of the students and the faculty in mind.
In our old lab space, we were all very cramped, no windows, no lights.
Clinical laboratory technologists and technicians analyze biological matter. Through their testing and problem solving, they are often the first to produce the patient's test results. With funding and grants through UMA and the University of Maine system, the professional equipment found in their new lab can also be found where they go after graduation.
We have a chemistry instrument that is new to us. We have a hematology instrument and more equipment for blood bank and micro that will help us teach what we're really doing in the real world.
The program's curriculum balances didactic lectures over Zoom with hands-on lab components. According to one student, the new lab will allow them to live and learn together.
That way, once we're out there in an actual laboratory, we can serve the public and make sure that the patients are getting the proper results.
In Augusta, Doug Banks, ABC7 and Fox 22 News.
Well, this week is National Salute to Veteran Patients Week, and our Augusta reporter Corey Bouchard visited the Togus VA Medical Center to learn more about what the VA is doing to say thank you to the veterans they serve.
Veterans are the reason why we're here. We are here, we come to work every day to serve our veterans, and in order to celebrate our veterans and give thanks for their sacrifices, a week is really not enough.
According to Kylie Higgins, the Veteran Experience Officer for VA Maine, the National Salute to Veteran Patients Week is observed annually during the week of Valentine's Day, a day of caring and sharing, which underscores the salute's expression of honor and appreciation.
And it's an opportunity for folks to come in and volunteer their time and spend time with our veterans here at VA Maine.
Volunteers like Gary Craig, an Army veteran himself, who now spends time giving back to the organization that helped him and his fellow brothers in arms.
The reason I volunteered is because they've done so much for me, and I just want to give in return. And I think it's something that every veteran should think about.
The National Salute to Veteran Patients Week is celebrated at VA facilities across the country and territories.
Here at the facility, you'll see here behind us, we have our popcorn, which is a weekly or a daily offering throughout the week. We have inpatient opportunities, we have a puppy parade going on, we have Valentine's for veterans, and we also have opportunities happening at our community-based outpatient clinics.
Of course, if you're looking to volunteer your time with VA Maine, Higgins says there are opportunities year-round.
Yeah, if you're looking for something to do, go to the VA and volunteer. You'll enjoy it.
In Augusta, I'm Corey Bouchard for ABC7 and Fox 22 News.
A little bit of a gray day today looking outside, wouldn't you say?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Gray, a little cooler, but you know what? We should be getting used to that because it sounds like that's going to be the trend for at least the next few days.
Yeah, with a little bit more on that, we'll go ahead and get a first peek at the forecast and see what's coming our way in the next 24 hours.
All right, Beth, thank you. Well, we just missed this today, but if you like some snow, there is some snow in the forecast for us not too far away from now, and some cooler temperatures are on the way as well. For right now, though, the wind is now shifted out of the north. It's going to gust near 30 miles per hour tonight and stay with us through pretty much all of tomorrow and also all of Thursday. Ahead of our next weather system for later on Thursday into Friday, this one could bring us a widespread 1 to 2, even a 3-inch snowfall then. Until then, though, high temperatures today in the 30s are going to fall. They fell all day today. We'll be in the 20s tonight and not recover out of the 20s tomorrow with a really, really gusty west wind out there tomorrow as well. We could see some wind gusts going forward near 30 to 40 miles per hour. Our forecast over tonight, we're talking about mostly clear skies to partly cloudy skies with low temperatures in the 20s. Your full forecast is coming up. Beth?
Alrighty, Jeff, thank you so much.
And still to come on Fox 22 News at 10, a senior at Herman High School is the latest person to receive the NPA Principals Award.
And Hudson is bringing AI into their healthcare curriculum. We'll have those stories and more local news when we come back.
Comfy, cozy, relaxing. Not Joe. Joe's Furniture. Joe's Furniture Warehouse in Newport is the place to find rockers, recliners, sofas, and easy chairs. Quality furniture, affordable prices. Not your average Joe. Joe's Furniture Warehouse, Grogan Avenue in Newport.
Are plumbing problems giving you a headache? Look no further than Sprague's Plumbing Solutions. With more than 10 years' experience, Sprague's Plumbing Solutions has the knowledge to assist with your plumbing issues. Whether it's a service, remodel, new build, or commercial, we've got you covered. For reliable, professional plumbing services, call Sprague's Plumbing Solutions today for a free estimate. 951-1637. We're here to make your plumbing problems disappear. Come bowl a few games here at Bangor Brewer Bowling Lanes. We're one of the only Candlepin bowling alley centers in Maine, conveniently located in the heart of Brewer. You always have the opportunity to simply bowl for fun. However, you can also join a league. We have youth leagues, adult and senior leagues. Now don't forget, we also host birthday parties for under $100, and gift certificates are also available. Give us a call right away at 989-3798 to make reservations for your birthday party today.
Finding the right vehicle for you and your family can be a daunting task. At Varney Buick GMC, our expert staff is here to make the journey as painless as possible. Our goal is to get you and your family in a vehicle that will best fit into your lifestyle. Communication is key, and our team makes sure to be completely transparent throughout the process, informing you on all of your options. Come experience Varney value, only at Varney Buick GMC.
Who's a fake? Let's get it on. And who's the real deal? Right from the start, you were through. All new I Can See Your Voice, Wednesdays on Fox.
Durable, sturdy, stylish. Not Joe. Joe's Furniture. Joe's Furniture Warehouse in Newport is the place to find solid wood, built to last, made in Maine dressers, bureaus, and nightstands. Not your average Joe. Joe's Furniture Warehouse, Grogan Avenue in Newport.
Hi there, I'm Emma Smith, and coming up on Good Morning Maine, we'll have some folks coming in to play live music. We'll hear some Alicia Keys bright and early in the morning, and we'll hear about new technology available to Husson students. An artificial intelligence mannequin will be available to nursing students to help them learn about realistic scenarios on the job. This and more.
Welcome back. A senior at Herman High School is the latest student to receive the 2024 NPA Principals Award. Each high school in Maine nominates a senior for the annual award. It recognizes students for their academic excellence and good citizenship. Eva Benjamin was selected by her school based on her academic achievements, leadership, and extracurricular activities. Benjamin is president of the Student Council, senior class treasurer, and an active member of the Key Club. Herman High School Principal Brian Walsh says Benjamin is an outstanding student. The first Saturday in April, Benjamin will attend an awards banquet at Jeff's Catering and Brewer, where she will receive a plaque, a certificate, a lapel pin, and the opportunity to win a scholarship.
And congratulations to her. Meanwhile, planning discussions surrounding Ian's playground in Bucksport continue there. The Playground Committee held its first meeting on Monday, and top of mind is how they'll secure funding for the long-awaited project. They also continue to formulate their vision for the entire complex, including the Bucksport skate park and the baseball field. Playground Committee Chair member Richard Rotella says there are still multiple aspects of the project that need to be finalized.
As we're getting ready to make the decisions and we get ready to dig up what's here for the playground, is that the perfect time to add water, sewer, and electric, and maybe add concession stands in the bathroom to the complex as well.
Rotella says he expects additional meetings in the future, and it's unclear how much a new playground will cost, but Rotella says he thinks it will be upwards of $200,000.
A local business is looking to educate young people about the many things that the state of Maine has to offer. Box of Maine is an online mail ordering business that sends boxes full of local goodies to anywhere in the world. It was founded by Daniel Finnemore, a lifelong Mainer himself. Finnemore recently shared some of his boxes with fourth graders at Old Town Elementary School, explaining to them where each product comes from. He says he wants to help kids experience firsthand what makes Maine so great.
I would love to be able to have a practical thing to go along with the children as they learn. They get to see the products that they're learning about. They get to taste them, try them, tell their friends about them. And then I come in and I can tell them a little bit about my business and a little bit more about the products.
Finnemore says he'd like to get into as many schools as possible. School officials interested in taking part should email customer service at boxofmaine.com. We'll have that information on our website as well.
Well, today, Husson University unveiled a brand new addition to their Simulation Education Center. Through the power of artificial intelligence, the university says the technology will change the landscape of hands-on learning for healthcare students. Our Grace Blanchard introduces us to Hal.
Hello, my name is Hal.
Meet Hal S5301, or Hal for short.
And I'm the world's most advanced interdisciplinary patient simulator.
The artificial intelligence mannequin is the newest addition to Husson University's Simulation Education Center.
Hal is the first AI mannequin in the whole market, and there are only 120 mannequins in the whole world.
The technology will allow students in the healthcare field to practice patient care in a close to real-life way.
We can use him in different scenarios where he can imitate stroke or he can imitate the heart diseases.
Students say they are looking forward to putting their skills to use in a unique and immersive way.
Simulations that we do now, it's being fed through our instructor, but with this, it's being fed through the mannequin directly. And so that kind of gives the more like natural patient experience, because I found that being in the hospital is a way different experience than talking to like the script from simulation.
The university says this addition is the next step in providing a transformative learning experience for current and future students.
We are going to have more skilled nurses, more skilled OT, PT, pharmacists, that they know exactly what they should do, and they will take care, good care, very good care actually of the patients.
In Bangor, Grace Blanchard for ABC 7 and Fox 22 News.
Wow, so some incredible technology and only a little bit creepy, but I think at the end of the day it's going to help them really further their education. And
I think you can chalk that up to the importance of hands-on learning, call it a dub, and move on.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I love that. All right. Coming up on the 10 p.m. news on Fox 22, negotiators from 3 countries say they're getting closer to another ceasefire deal between Israel and Hamas.
And the House impeached Homeland Security Secretary Alejandro Mayorkas by a margin of 1 vote. Those stories and more as the 10 p.m. news on Fox 22 continues.
Your financial goals may appear to be all about savings and investing, but in reality, it's about much more. Your life, your family, and your legacy.
Plan your future with Warren Financial.
Let's face it, getting training and experience is hard, but at Loring Job Corps, we can help. From certifications in automotive technology, obtaining your CDL, or learning building trades, we have you covered. Maybe you prefer joining the high-tech world of computer networking or cybersecurity. We have that as well. Don't delay, get in the driver's seat to your future today. And the best part, Loring Job Corps is free. Receive free training, free meals, and even free housing. Call or go to jobcorps.gov/Loring. Job Corps careers begin here.
Great Scott! This is Green Bear 420 in 2010. What kind of trip is this? I gotta get back to 2023. Wait, it's 2015. So much has changed. In 2023, we had a lot more glass, t-shirts, and novelties. It's gonna take a bolt of lightning to get me home. Finally, home at last. Now Green Bear 420, Green Bear Green Care is bigger and better than ever. To be continued.
I love my Mitsubishi electric heat pumps from Dave's World. This particular system has 6 interior heads supported by 2 outdoor units. With the price of oil, we were trying to shoulder that cost with an electric option. I chose to work with Dave's World based on the reliability of the organization and the professionalism throughout my entire process with them. Dave's World service and customer care has been exceptional, both before installation and post-installation. I would absolutely recommend Mitsubishi electric heat pumps at Dave's World for heating and cooling in your home. Dave's World, awesome.
What if I told you these people are related to these famous faces?
Don't play games with your mama.
Our new Fox show is a guessing game that's all relative.
Oh.
Match the performer to their superstar relative.
R-E-S-P-E-C-T.
I know the voice. And you could win life-changing money.
Sign me up, Anthony.
What happened to I don't play games?
I never said that.
We Are Family, all new Wednesdays on Fox and watch anytime on Hulu.
Your financial goals may appear to be all about savings and investing, but in reality, it's about much more. Your life, your family, and your legacy.
Plan your future with Warrant Financial.
There's one number you need to know. It's called Joe.
Well, it took 2 tries, but House Republicans voted to impeach Homeland Security Secretary Alejandro Mayorkas on Tuesday, and now the Senate must start an impeachment trial. Fox's Kevin Cork is in Washington with the details.
It was a packed House on Tuesday for a historic vote.
The resolution is adopted.
House Republicans voting to impeach Homeland Security Secretary Alejandro Mayorkas for his handling of the U.S.-Mexico border. Last week, the House's vote failed 214 to 216, but House Majority Leader Steve Scalise is back on Capitol Hill, giving GOP lawmakers a boost in numbers.
Feeling great. It's exciting to be back.
The articles against Secretary Mayorkas claim he willfully refused to enforce immigration laws and breached the public trust. He is now the second cabinet member ever to be impeached. Tuesday's vote falling along party lines as expected, with all Democrats voting against the impeachment and only 3 Republicans voting no.
Everybody's going to be held accountable for how they address what is one of the major crises in our country.
This isn't a high crime or misdemeanor, and that's what impeachment is supposed to be.
The Department of Homeland Security denouncing the impeachment, releasing a statement, reading in part, quote, House Republicans will be remembered by history for trampling on the Constitution for political gain, rather than working to solve the serious challenges at our border. Meanwhile, measures to update border security remain tied up in Congress.
They should focus on that instead of doing another political stunt.
The Senate's trial of Mayorkas is not expected to start anytime soon, and senators could move to dismiss the charges early in the process. In Washington, I'm Kevin Cork, Fox News.
The CIA director is in Cairo meeting with Israeli, Egyptian, and Qatari negotiators, desperately trying to hammer out a ceasefire agreement as Israel begins its assault on Rafah. Fox's Trey Yingst has more from Tel Aviv.
As Israeli forces intensify their attacks on southern Gaza, both sides are reportedly inching toward a new ceasefire agreement. CIA Director William Burns is in Cairo Tuesday, meeting with Israeli, Egyptian, and Qatari officials, trying to hammer out a new deal. The key elements would involve a pause in the fighting for at least 6 weeks and the release of the remaining hostages held by Hamas in exchange for hundreds of Palestinians in Israeli prisons.
We're actively working for peace.
security, and dignity for both the Palestinian people and the Israeli people. And I'm working on this day and night.
Diplomats are hoping the 6-week pause will lead to a more lasting ceasefire, but there are still big sticking points, including Hamas's repeated demand that Israeli forces withdraw before the hostage release takes place.
They've been constructive and they've been moving in the right direction. We want to get those hostages home as soon as possible, and that work is going on.
And time could be running out. Israel is soon expected to launch a major offensive in the southern city of Rafah, where more than 1 million Palestinians have fled since the fighting started, with the Israeli military under intense pressure from the international community to limit civilian casualties.
There is absolutely no safe place in Rafah anymore, and the fear is that the number of people killed and injured might again significantly increase.
President Biden calling for a two-state solution as part of any broader peace deal. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu says that is a non-starter. In Tel Aviv, Trey Yingst, Fox News.
Former President Trump doubled down on criticism of NATO as European leaders issued strong messages of their own. On Tuesday, President Biden reaffirmed the United States' commitment to the alliance. Fox's Alex Hogan now with that story.
Days after suggesting the U.S. would not protect NATO allies, failing to spend enough on defense, Donald Trump is doubling down on his criticism of the alliance. The former president writing in a statement on Monday, quote, "Without me there to say you must pay, they are at it again. We are into helping Ukraine for more than $100 billion more than NATO." But his comments are causing continued fallout on the world stage.
It tempts aggressors to see if and when they can get away with an attack against a single or small European country.
Leaders from Poland, France, and Germany held meetings this week, vowing to strengthen Europe's defense and improve relationships with allies. France's foreign minister says that they are preparing for every possible outcome from the U.S. presidential election.
Every minute counts to prepare the Europeans to absorb the shock of a scenario described perfectly by Donald Trump.
While Italy has not yet reached NATO's 2% defense spending target, the country's foreign minister is dismissing Trump's comments as campaign rhetoric, but also urging the alliance's 31 members to do their share.
We must look forward because it is fair that Americans are asking us to do our part. We must have equal responsibility.
Meanwhile, the Biden administration now doing damage control and reaffirming the United States' commitment to NATO.
Putin attacks a NATO ally, the United States will defend every inch of NATO territory.
NATO's chief says that at least half of the alliance is expected to meet the 2% spending target this year. In London, Alex Hogan, Fox News.
A federal court backed the Biden administration's push to lower drug prices, and more could be on the way. Fox's Jared Halpern has more from the White House.
I also want to highlight a win for the American people against Big Pharma.
The Biden administration is taking a victory lap after a federal judge in Texas dismissed a legal challenge to a new program allowing Medicare to negotiate for lower prescription drug prices. The lawsuit was brought by the Pharmaceutical Research and Manufacturers of America, which argued the program was unconstitutional. But the judge disagreed, marking another win for the White House as it moves to lower drug prices across the board.
The bottom line is Americans shouldn't be forced to pay 2 to 3 times more for their prescription drugs than other developed nations.
The ruling comes just days after a contentious congressional hearing with the heads of the biggest pharmaceutical companies. Democrats claim corporate greed is the blame for the high prices Americans pay at the drugstore, but some Republicans are defending Big Pharma, saying more regulation is not the answer.
Virtually every shortage of drugs that we've seen in the last few years involves price controls that drive out production of the drug.
It also comes about a month after a new rule allowing states to import cheaper prescription drugs from Canada, and the White House says the president is considering more actions to keep bringing down costs.
President Biden will continue to stand up to Big Pharma and take action to lower health care costs for millions of seniors and their families.
The new Medicare negotiation program is projected to save about $25 billion a year by 2031. At the White House, Jared Halpern, Fox News.
Americans who test positive for coronavirus may no longer need to stay home from work and school for 5 days. The Washington Post reported that the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention will loosen its coronavirus isolation guidelines, letting people determine when they can head back into the world. The new proposed guidelines, which agency officials who spoke on the condition of anonymity said will be people would no longer have to stay home if they've been fever-free without the help of medication for at least 24 hours and their symptoms are either mild or improved. The White House has not signed off on this guidance, and the agency is expected to release it in April for public feedback.
And still to come on Fox 22 News at 10, the Book of Love is being rewritten. We'll have a look at some St. Valentine's Day traditions that are changing.
And Maine hockey split their series with Providence this weekend, and now they look ahead to a rivalry matchup with New Hampshire. We'll be right back.
Person, place, or thing.
He joined the Marvel Universe in 2015.
Paul Rudd! 5 times a week.
On Fox 22.
When you've experienced fire and smoke damage in your home, when pipes break and you have water everywhere, when you're concerned about your family's health because of mold, you need a friendly face to take care of it all. You need the friendly faces of Bouchard Cleaning and Restoration. We're just a click or call away. Whatever life throws at you, Bouchard Cleaning and Restoration is here for you. Bouchard Cleaning and Restoration. You keep the memories, we'll handle the rest.
CEM DP Porter Contractors has been in business for over 40 years in the Bangor area. We specialize in commercial, medical, and residential design build construction, as well as building maintenance and renovations. CEM DP Porter Contractors is currently hiring in Herman for multiple positions, including carpenters and a project manager superintendent. We offer vacation, holidays, a 3% IRA match, competitive pay, and a family-oriented environment. If interested in applying, please contact Jason at 848-7486.
People ask me all the time, are those commercials really true? Does Lowry & Associates really get all of those clients, all of those big settlements? Yes, we do. We really have gotten millions of dollars for Mainers hurt by commercial vehicles. And the insurance companies know when you call the twos, we're going to fight for you. And you know what else is true? I really am standing on top of this big truck.
Hurt by a big truck? Call the twos. We win for you.
It's high school basketball season, and ABC7 and Fox 22 are here to keep you up to date with your local scores and highlights during Friday Night Fast Break. Get out and support your hometown teams and look for our sports crew to get your own free Friday Night Fast Break t-shirt courtesy of
Batch's Barbecue Sauce, Boynton's Greenhouse, Comfort Shoes and More, Greg's Auto Repair, Irish Collision Center, and Joe's Furniture Warehouse.
We are back. The Next Level Chef battle has begun.
You'll have to earn your place on one of our teams.
And you can watch anytime. Before sizzling new episodes every Thursday.
You don't get a second chance.
We need the best.
Who will make the cut?
I've been waiting for this my whole life. Sticky rice in 20 minutes? It's burnt.
On the most competitive season yet.
3, 2, 1.
Tonight was just not your night.
All new Next Level Chef. Thursdays on Fox and watch anytime on Hulu.
Welcome back. Oscar nominees and music stars celebrate honors in today's Hollywood Nation. Here's Fox's Ashley Dvorkin.
Rock Hall nominees, Robbie's Deal, and a star-studded class photo in the Hollywood Nation. The countdown to the Academy Awards is on, complete with the annual Oscars nominees luncheon. Those up for Hollywood's top awards walked a red carpet at the Beverly Hilton Monday and posed for the traditional class photo. The stars will reunite to walk the Oscars red carpet on March 10th, when the show airs live from LA, hosted by Jimmy Kimmel. Nominees for the 2024 Rock and Roll Hall of Fame have been announced. Included amongst the group are Cher, Mary J. Blige, Mariah Carey, the late Sinead O'Connor, Ozzy Osbourne, Lenny Kravitz, and Peter Frampton. Inductees will be announced later this spring. The induction ceremony takes place this fall in Cleveland.
Hey, Barbie.
The box office success of Barbie has banked another achievement. According to Variety, Warner Brothers Pictures is teaming up with Margot Robbie's production company Lucky Chap for more movies, with a multi-year first-look feature film deal for future projects. This follows the success of the billion-dollar flick, which was also the highest grossing of 2023. Lucky Chap's other films also include this year's much-buzzed-about Emerald Fennell-directed Saltburn.
Lots of people get lost in Saltburn.
In Hollywood, Ashley Dvorkin, Fox News.
This Valentine's Day, heartache may not be your biggest concern. Federal agencies are warning of high-tech romance scams on the rise. Scammers aided by artificial intelligence are luring victims online into long-distance love before asking for money or valuables. These types of scams have been on the rise since the pandemic. A report by the Federal Trade Commission finds in 2022, nearly 70,000 people were conned out of $1.3 billion by romance scams. The FBI urges people to be cautious about what they share online. The agency also recommends doing some background research on a potential romantic interest, including their photos, to see if they've been used elsewhere.
Well, love will be in the air Wednesday as millions of Americans celebrate Valentine's Day, but some are rewriting the rule book for dating and relationships. Fox's Nate Foy explains from New York.
Love it or hate it, Valentine's Day is here.
Everybody wants connection. Everyone wants to find love.
And how people are choosing to celebrate is veering from tradition, starting with younger generations who are tired of swiping, instead engaging in intentional dating and rewriting the rule book.
People are letting go of being outcome oriented. People would go out there with the intention of marriage and life partnership and all of that. Now I'm seeing that people are just concerned with the moment.
Also flipping the script, older Americans. 30% of those aged 50 and older are single, according to Pew Research. And many are getting back out there.
There's the Golden Bachelor effect that's happening, where now it's sexy and trendy to be dating after 50.
If you're unattached, experts urge you to just get out there, especially younger generations.
Expect the unexpected, but don't expect anything if you don't get out the door.
Data from event ticketing site Eventbrite shows an 85% surge in group events. People are expanding beyond just romantic love and getting together with friends, with the possibility of meeting other singles. And experts say it's a good strategy.
You might be talking to someone and a single person is watching your energy and then they come up to you. That happens a lot. Your chances will go up if you put yourself in situations where other singles are hanging out.
Even those who are coupled up are shifting gears, ditching traditional gifts for shared experiences.
Going to a comedy club, going to an amusement park, going maybe to a trivia night, doing things that create a sense of not only adventure, but some competition. That helps a relationship thrive. The science shows that relationships that have these sort of activities do better in the long run.
But having a Valentine's date night isn't the only time couples should be spending together.
Just because you're together doesn't mean you stop dating. You have to date forever.
Cupid's arrow not striking everybody. 47% of adults say they don't plan to celebrate Valentine's Day this year, according to Wallet Hub. In New York, Nate Foy, Fox News.
I absolutely love that when you get married or when you find your person,
right.
you don't stop dating.
Exactly.
You date them forever. So true.
Yeah, and it's so important to, explore, to do the things that you love to do together, but also to explore new things as well and create new adventures, I think, too.
Yeah, my husband and I always say, we don't dwell a lot over, on Valentine's Day because we try to do nice things for each other throughout the year. We try to do fun things, and we also just enjoy sort of just lounging and relaxing together. So, we try to make Valentine's Day kind of a regular thing anyway.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It should be, the love should be there every day.
Right. We've been dating almost 10 years.
That's awesome.
Right.
Well, congrats to you both. All right. Well, when we come back, we have our full 5-day forecast. Stay with us.
A near miss across the area for us today, but there is some snow in the 5-day forecast, along with some much colder temperatures. Details on that when I come back.
Your piece of land demands the very best equipment. Kubota Equipment, the #1 rated tractor brand for durability and owner experience. with professional-grade mowers, versatile sidekick utility vehicles, and compact tractors that get it done right. All backed by unmatched dealer support. Talk to your dealer today to schedule a demo.
Available at Doors Equipment, 1468 Outer Hammond Street, Bangor.
Maine Commercial Solar offers a variety of services including solar systems design, sales, maintenance, and installation. Maine Commercial Solar can help you with existing or new systems. We offer packages for installation by others, or we can help you build your own solar array, smaller residential, or anything in between. Maine Commercial Solar is currently hiring in Herman for multiple positions. We offer competitive pay, a 3% IRA match, vacation, holiday time, and a family-oriented environment. If interested, please call Jason at 848-7486.
Toyota trains certified technicians. Is that important?
Well, you wouldn't hire just anyone to help you move, would you?
No.
Of course not.
Not again.
Get your Toyota ready for the year's coldest and harshest weather. See your New England Toyota dealer for great service offers to help keep your Toyota dependable and fuel efficient all winter long. Toyota Service Centers. Keep your Toyota a Toyota. 25 words or less.
What advice do you have for John? Have fun. This is one of the best games on TV.
In a friendly game of words.
11 words. Oh, you just came to slay. Oh.
The key to victory.
Stifler's mom.
Oh,
Jennifer
no.
Coolidge? Cougar.
Cougar, oh yeah! Is clearly in the clues. Wave, light, pebbles. Rebel!
You did it. You did it.
Weekdays at 9 on Fox 22.
4 single farmers saddle up to find lifelong love.
We had a fire going, and that wasn't the only spark.
An all-new Farmer Wants a Wife, Thursdays on Fox.
All right, here we go. Your full weather is brought to you by Washington County Community College. Discover choices, create success. Don't miss out on free college. And let's talk about today going forward. So gradual clearing skies out there for us tonight, and increasingly windy in here as well. We could see wind gusts overnight tonight near 40 miles per hour, staying with us all day tomorrow and also all day on Thursday. And then much colder temperatures arrive tomorrow as well. We're going to hold high temperatures in the 20s tomorrow. Not so much today, though. A high of 33 here in Bangor, 34 for Bar Harbor, 34 also for Millinocket. So this was comfortable, but this was earlier this morning. They've been dropping ever since the cold front came through. We'll have low temperatures tonight, upper teens to low 20s with that really gusty north wind, making things feel like single-digit temperatures overnight tonight. Right now, the wind's not too bad, around 12 here in Bangor, 6 Millinocket, but you get the idea. It's going to pick up overnight tonight and occasionally gust near 30 to 40 miles per hour. And again, not just tonight, but throughout the day tomorrow and Thursday, and probably into early parts of Friday morning. Thus, a gale warning is posted. Wave heights out here approaching 20 feet at times up until about Friday afternoon or so. We just missed a pretty good snow today. Travel disruptions across the entire area, of course, south of us today. But for most of the area, we're talking about cloudy skies today. That cloud cover is now pulling away, and we're left with a pretty nice day for us tomorrow out ahead of our next weather system that's across the Great Lakes area right now. That's moving our direction for later on Thursday, and that could bring us some light snow Thursday night into early parts of Friday morning. For tonight, though, no issues at all except for cold and windy. Tomorrow, same story. But here we are on Friday morning, 10 o'clock or so. Some light snow in the area. It's not the big one. It's not going to cancel anything, but just know there'll be some light snow in the area from late Thursday night into early parts of Friday morning. Until then, though, cloudy and kind of cool temperatures with lots of wind in there, right? All right, decreasing clouds out there tonight. Low temperatures down near 15 with that really gusty northwest wind. For tomorrow, one of those raw days. So partly cloudy skies, I would say more clouds than partly cloudy, but windy, right? 25 for a high temperature, but it's not going to feel like it. That northwest wind could gust near 40, making that 25 feel much colder. And then looking ahead, your 5-day forecast shows tomorrow's a really cold day, but Thursday 34, back near freezing on Friday. Again, that light snow late Thursday into Friday with a high of 32 on Friday. Here's the weekend back in the 20s with single-digit low temperatures on Saturday night. Beth?
Oh, so we ducked most of the snow, but not the chilly temperatures coming our way.
Nope, and we'll definitely be looking forward to that snow coming later in the week. We'll see how that develops.
Yeah, lots of people eyeballing that. All righty.
All right, sports is coming right up next. Stay with us.
The hot, crispy filet of fish.
with soft steamed buns, tender flaky fish, melty cheese, and tangy tartar sauce. You either love it or you haven't tried it yet.
Now at McDonald's, order a crispy, delicious Filet-O-Fish, a tender, juicy McCrispy or spicy McCrispy, 2 for only $6.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Are your gutters weighed down by debris causing them to sag and overflow? I'm Tony Hafford with TC Hafford Basement Systems. Clogged gutters lead to costly repairs for your home, so skip the cleaning and stop the clogs with Gutter Shutter. Gutter Shutter, the world's best gutter, is a high-performance gutter with a lifetime no-clog guarantee. Stop the clutter, get Gutter Shutter. Call TC Hafford Basement Systems today for all things basementy.
It's high school basketball season, and ABC7 and Fox 22 are here to keep you up to date with your local scores and highlights during Friday Night Fast Break. Get out and support your hometown teams and look for our sports crew to get your own free Friday Night Fast Break t-shirt courtesy of
Jackson's Automotive, Healing Hands Massage, Old Town Redemption, Overhead Door Company of Bangor, Silver Fox Automotive, and Twin City Tile.
When it comes to the feud,
name a way a woman might say she likes her men and her cheese.
you either nail it,
Sharp.
spicy, or fail it.
Full of adventure.
When you're at the grocery store, you want to find some adventurous cheese running around the dairy section.
Family Feud.
Where are you going? Stop all this adventure.
weeknights at 7 on Fox 22.
Tonight's Sports is brought to you by Diversified Ink Tattoo Studio in Bangor, located in the Penobscot Plaza, providing custom ink by licensed artists for more than 20 years.
Welcome back in, everyone. Thank you for staying with us. Let's start out on the ice. After splitting the weekend series with Providence, Maine Hockey, they're still 7th in the nation and preparing for another top 20 matchup this coming weekend, a rivalry series at New Hampshire. The Black Bears won the first installment of the border battle earlier this year, beating the Wildcats at the Alphon 5-2. They also beat them in Waterville in an exhibition match to start the season. New Hampshire currently 7th in Hockey East, so they're fighting to try and get a first-round bye come playoffs. The Whittemore Center is already sold out for both Friday and Saturday, so that atmosphere is going to be intense, but that really doesn't change much for Maine.
I don't think it matters, really. Like, it was intense here. It was intense in an exhibition game. It was intense last year when, both teams are in the middle of the pack or whatever. I don't know, it was 0-0 or in one of those games last year and 2-2 or something. So it's going to be the same. I mean, it's going to be a great environment. It's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be a great opportunity for our guys.
Maine skated to 2 ties against New Hampshire last season, as Coach Barr said, and they've taken 2 victories against them this year. So it's safe to say they're pretty familiar with their game. They pretty much are with everyone in Hockey East. So at this point in the season, it all comes down to execution.
I mean, at the end of the day, we focus on what we need to do. I think that's our goal is to execute our game plan as best we can, and if we do that, no one can play with us, and we know that. Obviously, we do a pre-scout on what they do, but at the end of the day, it's about what we do.
I mean, everyone knows everybody. Everyone's doing what they're trying to do. Their thing is better than the other team, and that's what it comes down to.
All right, let's head to the wrestling mat now. Mattanock Academy Wrestling back atop Class B North as the Lynx took home the regional title on Saturday in Fort Kent. Mattanock also won in 2022. They finished this year with 170.5 points. The Lynx were ahead of last year's champions from Belfast and walked away with 3 individual champs. James Doobie winning his 2nd straight title at 215, and then Harper Francis and Ian Friend winning their first at 175 and 190-pound weight classes. For those 3 and the rest of the team, they say their success this year comes down to the practice room. In other words, iron sharpens iron.
I think all of us just wrestling together and working hard, it really makes each other better, so we get the best out of our abilities.
For both them being my practice partners, we're all making each other better and pushing each other each and every practice, and for combat, they'll keep working, and after practice they'll go off to the gym, hit cardio. So 2 of the hardest workers I've ever seen.
The Lynx head to Class B states at Mountain Valley this Saturday, looking for their second team title in 3 years. They'll face their toughest opponents to date there, so while the regional title is nothing to shake a stick at, in the words of Kobe Bryant, the job is not finished.
The job's not done yet. We got 3 more weekends of wrestling, so just the last try to make it the best I can. There's really tough competition, so all of us that made it to states will have to wrestle really well.
I think really just to get everything we got and try to go match by match for everybody, just like getting small wins really is what makes a difference in the long run.
All right, from the mat to the hardwood now, the Maine State basketball quarterfinals underway on Friday. But before then, we have our prelim matchups, and we'll go down east for a Class B North girls prelim between MDI and Holton. It's their second matchup this season. MDI, the 6th seed, hosting the 11th-seeded Shires. Trojans won Game 1 in December. Late first quarter, MDI leads Molly Gray to Mia Shaw for a deep 2 from the wing, and she nails the jumper. Second quarter now, off of an inbound from Alexandra Hanley. Gray front rims it, gets her own rebound to clean up the miss, and gets it to go. Padding the stats right there. Later, Gray stripped by Holton's Amelia Calnan. She gets ahead of everyone, goes coast to coast all the way to the hole for the lay-in. Third quarter now, Hanley looking to get it inside. Bounce pass to Lexi Tozier. She goes off the glass for 2. MDI wins 52-29. They play Maranacook in the quarterfinals on Friday. All right, and for some other Class B and some other prelim matchups all over the state, all over the classes, Presque Isle beats Washington Academy in a close one. Mount View beats Central Girls in a close one as well. Katahdin over Stearns 77-32, and then Bucksport defeats Woodland 46-31. All right, let's go to some playoff girls hockey now. The Penobscot Pioneers, second year in a row in the A North Finals. They're looking to punch their ticket to states. So to the Norway Savings Bank Arena in Auburn we go. Pios taking on the Yarmouth Freeport Clippers. These two split the regular season series. No score in the first. Pioneers with a chance. Freshman Ella Davis gets robbed by freshman goalie Lexi Wiles. Minutes later, Clippers on the attack. Sophie Smith, the great feed to Emma White, who fires it home. That gives them a 1-0 lead. Second period, and the Clippers will strike again. The beautiful touch pass here from Drea Rideout to Isabel Peters, who buries it 2-0 now. In the third, the Pios get on the board. Jordan Williams with a laser through traffic snipes that one. Clippers lead down to 1, but under a minute left, Adelaide Strout takes it coast to coast for the clincher. Yarmouth Freeport is headed back to states after the 3-1 win over Penobscot. All right, that's all the time we have for sports. We'll be right back after the break.
Come bowl a few games here at Bangor Brewer Bowling Lanes. We're one of the only candlepin bowling alley centers in Maine, conveniently located in the heart of Brewer. You always have the opportunity to simply bowl for fun. However, you can also join a league. We have youth leagues, adult and senior leagues. Now don't forget, we also host birthday parties for under $100, and gift certificates are also available. Give us a call right away at 989-3798 to make reservations for your birthday party today.
For the second year in a row, Chevy Equinox has been ranked by J.D. Power #1 in new vehicle quality for compact SUVs. In other words, it's really good, right from the start. Chevy Equinox.
Do that again.
Connected by OnStar.
Drive yours away this President's Day weekend. Current qualified lessees can get this Equinox for around $269 a month, or get $2,500 total cash allowance.
If you've been injured in an accident, get Maine's most recognized personal injury law firm working for you today. The law offices of Joe Bornstein, fighting and winning for injured Mainers for nearly 50 years. Selected best lawyers in America for personal injury, recognized for professional excellence. With more than $500 million collected for injured Mainers and over 25,000 victories for Maine families. Call Joe for a free case evaluation and get the Bornstein Advantage.
Let's face it, getting training and experience is hard, but at Loring Job Corps we can help. From certifications in automotive technology, obtaining your CDL, or learning building trades, we have you covered. Maybe you prefer joining the high-tech world of computer networking or cybersecurity. We have that as well. Don't delay, get in the driver's seat to your future today. And the best part, Loring Job Corps is free. Receive free training, free meals, and even free housing. Call or go to jobcorps.gov/Loring. Job Corps careers begin here.
On April 8th, Maine will experience a total solar eclipse.
ABC 7 and Fox 22 want you to see one of nature's most beautiful and rare sights in the sky. We'll let you know the best places to see the eclipse, how to safely view it, and let you know why it's so special. We are the place for coverage of the Maine eclipse. Go to foxbangor.com and click on the Maine eclipse button to start to learn more today.
Twins can be as opposite as wrong and right.
Sheldon, do you really have to do that here?
I drew a ladybug.
Young Sheldon.
Weekdays at 6 on Fox 22.
Two high school students in Colorado have gotten university scholarships to play cornhole. Gavin Haman and Jackson Remick, teammates at a high school in the Denver area, signed letters of intent to play cornhole at Winthrop University in South Carolina. Winthrop is a D1 school, and coach Dusty Thompson recruited Haman and Remick after seeing them beat 10 professional cornhole teams at a tournament. Because cornhole is, of course, not sanctioned by the NCAA, Haman and Remick aren't getting full scholarships, but they can play in American Cornhole League tournaments and keep the prize money. That'll buy you some tuition.
Finally tonight, some Maine seniors are proving age is just a number when it comes to adventure. These ladies meet weekly to go hiking, take a local road trip, or just enjoy some sightseeing. Our Jody Hersey met up with the group in Palmyra on a recent winter sleigh ride.
On a brisk winter day, a dozen seniors gather at Drafty Acres in Palmyra for a sleigh ride. Some of these ladies have known each other for decades, while others are meeting for the first time through friends in the group that invited them on this adventure.
They're a wonderful group that gets together every Monday and does different activities and hikes.
They've brought homemade cookies to share, and there's no shortage of conversation along the way.
Oh, I see them up there.
Drafty Acres, owned and operated by Tyler Norris, offers sleigh rides for $100 all winter long with his horses Olivia and Leon.
One of my horses I just got last year, so this is his first winter doing rides here. My sleigh fits about 12 adults comfortably.
During this 45-minute sleigh ride, Norris will stop the sleigh in the woods to give the horses a break and the riders a chance to take some memorable photos. For photographer Sandy Heel of Sebec, there's no better place she'd rather be than surrounded by Mother Nature.
It's like being in heaven. That's what I think anyway.
Fiona Ho, who enjoyed a sleigh ride earlier in the day, could not agree more.
I'm from New York City, and we have like horse carriage rides through Central Park, but this is way cooler to be in the snow and to be up here in Maine.
These ladies say you're never too old for a good adventure.
You know, you get up in the morning and know you're going to be with your friends for the part of the day. It gives you a reason to get up.
In Palmyra, I'm Jody Hersey for ABC 7 and Fox 22 News.
I think a sleigh ride like that with my friends would probably get me out of bed in the morning.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean, I'd like to join those ladies for their next sleigh ride. That just sounds like a blast. They look like they're having such a great time together, and just stressing the importance of friendship and making those connections.
And maintaining them as well.
Yeah.
All right. Plus, I just love horses.
Yeah, so there's that too.
All right. That's going to do it for us, folks. Take care and good night.
Good night, everyone.